A piece of New Jersey gangland history is no more. The infamous Palace Chop House in Newark, where gangster Dutch Schultz was gunned down, has been razed. Producer Tim Stollery and I take you to the scene of the crime. In October of 1935, the mob rub-out of Dutch Schultz and his gang made headlines across America and inspired several books and movies about Prohibition-era New York. It was in the back room of the Palace Chop House, a small hole-in-the-wall bar and restaurant in Newark, that the hired guns of Murder Incorporated found their targets. Schultz, whose real name was the not-so-fear-inspiring Arthur Flegenheimer, was in the bathroom when a hitman shot him once in the abdomen. He staggered back into the restaurant, the aftermath captured in this famous UPI photo.
At the time, it was the biggest murder of gangsters since the Chicago St. Valentine's Day massacre. And you know, in the movies, they sometimes show this massacre taking place in New York City, but that's absolutely not true. Happened right in Newark, New Jersey.
But if you go to Newark hoping to see the building where this story played out, you'll be disappointed. That's because all that's left is this hole in the ground. Last weekend, the building was torn down to make room for that ubiquitous fixture of modern American life, the parking lot. Some members of the community tried in vain to shield the building from the piercing shots of the wrecking crew, but they didn't have any more luck than Schultz and his henchmen did in the restaurant that fateful night. In the end, the building that once housed the Palace Chop House was dispatched as unceremoniously as the notorious gangster who had his last meal there.
Well, is it a loss? It was changed beyond recognition, and the episode that took place there is not very uplifting, and we certainly need economic development, so if the parking lot will contribute to the development of Newark, that's probably a good thing.
So while Dutch Schultz, his gang, and now the Palace Chop House are all gone, what lives on are the books and movies, and at 12 East Park Street in Newark, a hole in the ground that'll soon be paved over for an ordinary parking lot with an extraordinary story. Well, not all of this colorful history will be lost at the site. The Newark developer who demolished the building and is putting in that parking lot says he'll also put up an historic marker that tells the bloody story of Dutch Schultz and the Palace Chop House.